Qué barbaridad, me va a matar. Vamos, rápido y furioso. ¿Dónde, Marquis? ¿Dónde? Vaya a estarme.
You, that close. Find Akinator. Is your character?
Me los he hecho ahorita con esta mira de punto.
Is your character a Japanese anime? Whoa. Do you not? Nice, bro. Why would you not question? Does your character wear shorts? I don't think you could if you tried. No. How did he get it from school? Interesting. All right, subscribe.
Well,
Can you
Asher.
find Akinator on?
Asher.
Maybe just please go back and shut him. What's the lightest skin in Fortnite? At first, I thought it was Peely. I mean, he's a banana, and bananas are light, right? An average banana weighs about 100 grams. But there's a problem. Peely is 2.1 meters tall. So I asked ChatGPT how much a 2.1 meter banana would weigh, and the answer was around 140 kilograms. Yeah, Peely is out. Then I looked at Bart Simpson. Out Bart weighs only 38.5 kilograms, but in Fortnite he uses a giant robot body to match the game's height, so if we count the robot, he's way heavier than that. Next, I thought about Baymax. Since he's basically an inflatable balloon, he sounded like the perfect candidate, but Fortnite's version wears his armored suit, which definitely adds a lot of weight. Then I found the actual winner. The lightest Fortnite skin is Nike Airforia. It's basically a giant balloon with sneakers attached, and because of the shoes, it probably weighs no more than about 3 kilograms. What's the lightest skin in Fortnite? This is the softest wood in the world. It's called balsa wood, and I first heard about it in middle school. They gave us these tiny sticks that we had to build a bridge with. And the bridge had to hold a 50-pound bucket of sand. We compete in a statewide competition doing this. And this wood is so soft, you can dent it with your fingernail. And I'm over here, 12 years old, using super glue and my low IQ to make a bridge. And after weeks of building, this is what I came up with. And another year, we had to make a wooden crane with the same objective. 50 pounds of sand. Mission impossible. And how did it go for me in these statewide soft wood competitions? We'll find out by watching my longer video. When we see Alberto for the first time, you can notice that he has a scar on his left arm, which is visible in both his sea monster and human forms. This means that when the harpoon was thrown at him at the beginning of the movie, it actually did hit and injure him. What's interesting is that when we see him in his sea monster form, the wound is still open, and when Luca imagines himself and Alberto riding a red Vespa, you can see that more Vespas suddenly start appearing out of nowhere. But if you pay close attention, you'll notice that the new Vespas are green and white, a reference to the colors of the Italian flag. When we see Alberto for the first time, the boy was 6 when his dad handed him a $20 bill and said, "Every time someone makes you feel worthless, step on it." So he did. He stepped on it when kids laughed at his clothes.
Ay, como me lo dejó ya con
Came home feeling smaller than ever.
After a month, the bill was ripped, dirty, and covered in shoe marks. He brought it back, hoping his dad would understand. Instead, his dad took him to a store and said, "Pick whatever you want." The boy grabbed candy and paid with that ruined bill. The cashier still accepted it. Then his dad said, "See, its value never changed." The boy was 6 when his dad handed him a $20 bill.
How mad can I make my coat?
In Capture the Flag, one team is facing one direction and the other team is facing the opposite direction. And that's typically the only way to tell the teams apart in an informal game. So all you need to do is turn around, face toward your own side, and start slowly maneuvering backward into territory. Now, if it's at dusk and there are a decent amount of kids playing, from their perspective, because most of the time, they're really just checking which way you're facing. To really sell it, capture one of your own teammates who's in on the plan. Now you've built trust. As you get closer to the flag, start mapping a clear path back. But don't run yet. Just walk forward like you're defense. At the moment someone realizes you have the flag, well, that's when you sprint. In Capture the Flag,
Dave grabbed my tongs and shouldered me off my own grill. "Step aside, amateur. Let a pro handle this. Knock yourself out." I stepped back. Every summer, my wife's brother took over my grill. Every summer, I quietly fed before the guests noticed. My wife called it
15
keeping the
minutes
peace,
is
but this year she was watching from the and I'd already decided I was done. He picked up my rub bottle, sniffed it, and tossed it on the table. Store-bought. Explains a lot. My wife's smile flickered. Dave pulled the grill open.
Oh.
Le va gente arriba, le va gente arriba, le va gente arriba, arriba, arriba. Ay, huevo. Granada, granada, granada. No, quemaron. Barbaridad. Sí, creo que es más peligroso estar encerrado en una casa que estar...